It's Friday. No, it's Saturday. It's content.
It's
It's
Saturday.
my fault.
It's okay.
It's my fault, everyone. I every week I wake up in the morning. I'm like, I'll send a link out, but I don't want to do it first thing in the morning. I'll wait, and then the last minute, it always happens. It's like, oh shit, I got to get that sent out. So, uh, but
That
I
would be
got it sent
me.
out. Yeah, I did get it sent out. Just I had a little reminder from Michael, but Michael's here. We're here. Everything's good. Everything's gnarly, as they say.
It is
As
gnarly.
they. um. So yeah, we're talking with Mike Ferrer tonight. Going to be talking about up his campaign for Cool It. At some point, we'll touch on that, but also just kind of hang out when we haven't really got to meet before. So good to meet you,
Yeah.
Michael.
Dude, I was thinking like leading up to this, I'm like, I know we've been following each other for a decent amount of time, right? I think, dude, everything
Mhm.
blurs in the indie space.
Yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah,
I've seen you in many chats. Um, yeah, so I was like thinking like I don't even know how we started following each other or it's all a
yeah.
blur.
It's just you get into a groove of following people with from the Friday nights or any other stream, and stuff looks good. I'll follow it. I'll back it. So
It,
I have
it
I
probably
have
was
followed and I have backed. So there you go.
it probably was through the Friday nights, right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got Jason Sandberg jumping in first. And then Radio Stories Now claiming second place in the chat tonight. So welcome, y'all, right now. Let me
Love those
wait. I got a.
folks.
Um, so yeah, we're gonna. If anyone watches the stream, regular, semi-regular, you know that there's a. I send out a thing about what are they called, segments for my guests, and sometimes people don't necessarily want to do it. I've had people on here who they'd rather just talk their book the entire time. That's cool. That's the most for the most part. That's what I'm here for, is to get people to have their IPs, get them out there. And other times, people pick movies, people pick music, people pick comics. Tonight we're going to touch on a little bit from Michael's lists that he sent, but Michael, I know from watching you on streams and your comic, and following you on X, you're a huge 80s, 90s
Yeah.
nostalgic guy.
Hell
So I
yeah.
decided tonight, I did some searching and found a quiz, and we're going to we're going to do an 80s 90s quiz and see who knows more about those decades, you or me, or maybe the chat.
Yeah, dude, I love the challenge. I'm here for the challenge.
But before we get to that, how was your week? How you doing? I,
It
I know
wasn't
that I know that you are a busy guy. A lot of times you're having very busy weeks. So, but how was your week?
it wasn't bad. Yeah, it's been I mentioned on the show last night. I was having issues all year. January I might have gotten COVID. I'm not even sure. Like many, just at this point, it's just like, all right, yeah, I guess I might have COVID. I don't know, ride it out. And then I was just having like sinus pains and different things, and I finally went to the dentist, and it turns out I have to got to get a wisdom tooth removed.
Oh,
So yeah, it's just been hanging over me. So on top of the usual, like trying to read and review comics, get ready for the show on Friday, uh, obviously work on my own comic, um, do little things for little people that come up. Like tomorrow night, there's this CG goth night that I've been jumping
mhm.
on Sundays, and I decided to like make art for them. So right after the show, I have to like get on that and like hopefully get the meat of it done tonight. So I always just make life harder for myself through art.
Yeah, that because yeah, I noticed that like anytime. there's a comic you've got, and you seem to be drawing fan art for them. You seem to be like popping art out like as much as possible. And yeah,
Yeah, and it's a win-win. It's like I get to have the artists or creators feel good about getting fan art.
mhm,
It gets my art out there, but it like it just work, you know, and it
yeah.
just what are you gonna do?
I'd done a couple of little fan art things. I did one for Fabrizio Aiello and one for
Oh,
oh, what's his noodle? Donald DeLay.
oh,
Um
nice.
and one of his characters, but um I'm A, not fast, B, not
Mm.
good enough to be happy with it. At some point I just like, I'll just throw it out there. There's one that I've been working on for a minute and I just gave up on it, but it was a Ghost Rider, but he's on a scooter, like those little electric scooters people are riding around everywhere now. Like that's the modern like version of Ghost Rider. I will never finish it, but I just thought it was a funny idea. But
That's awesome.
um, we got
So that
radio
brings
stories.
that's another thing I should ask you. So what brought you to this space? Like what like
Oh, so like most people in this space, like I was into comics, from a young age. My kind of intro into them was more comic strips.
oh,
Um,
nice. Dude, I'm with
the
you.
Yeah, Peanuts, Hal Ketchum's that work on uh, like Dennis the Menace.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
love those. Like probably of strips, Calvin Hobbes, obviously, but
Yeah.
Peanuts and Dennis the Menace, the art on those, I was always just fascinated. And then also, I'm
Dude.
very Charlie Brownish. Like
I
I
am in the race.
connected, yeah, I connected with Chuck. But and then at some point, I moved a lot when I was younger, and never knew that comic book stores existed. But I'd see them in the grocery stores or whatever, and
Yeah.
then oh man, I forget what grade, fourth grade maybe. It was the DC left it up to the fans. What's going to happen to Robin?
Oh,
And they
yeah,
all
yeah,
voted
yeah.
to kill him off. And I had a friend, James was his name, and he was super into it. And so I kind of got into, and then the Batman movie came out, but my first real, you know, it was always there. It was, but the first real like this changed my life thing was Jim Lee X-Men Gatefold #1. I had a
Okay,
friend
nice.
who had he was the collector, not the reader. He didn't love the comics for the comics. He was in it for the money. So he had
Oh.
5 or 6 copies of all of the things that were coming out. And
Yeah,
he's like, "Hey, check this out." I opened that gatefold up and I was like, "Oh, holy." I'd always wanted to draw at that point. So I was like, this is
yeah.
like, amazing. So I
Oh,
asked
yeah.
him if I could keep it, and he said, "Yeah, I'll be rich with these ones that I have left over." It didn't work out for him. Um,
No,
but that was
no.
pretty much it. And then you know, ebbs and flows in life, and kind of fell away for a while. And
Yeah,
then
I did as well.
yeah, and it's just kind of everyone I've talked to seems to have at some point, just life gets busy or whatever. But and then
Yeah.
I started getting back into it with my kids going to the library and picking, showing them some of the books that I read when I was younger that were at the library, and then you know, um, uh, running into Comics Gate stuff. Uh, who was it? Gabe Al-Taib was kind of an in
Okay.
for me, and then everything from there. So yeah, it just kind of, I was like, hey, this is a cool little space. I was always more into indie books, even though
Yeah,
X-Men was like my, drug that introduced me to the life of servitude.
yeah.
Um, I pretty quickly moved into indie stuff. But so this is a great
Same
place
here.
for me.
Yeah, so it's similar journey with me, man. Comic strips were like I was into them as early as I can remember.
Hmm.
And I mentioned in the DM that I sent you, like, Mad Magazine was huge for me.
Yeah,
So to my mind, they were all the same thing. Like I'd go to this corner store where I grew up, and you would have like the Marvel stuff and Mad Magazine, and even like Garbage Pail Kids, which of course
yeah,
aren't comics, but like I kind of viewed them all through the same lens. Like I took them all in the same
yeah,
way.
yeah. One that was for whatever reason, like I'm not a car guy. I could give two
I'm
shits.
not really either.
about- but Cartoons was a magazine that I was always picking up and looking through because it was drawings of cars. The
I've
whatever it was
never
was
heard of this.
yeah, yeah. It was I don't remember anything other than, you know, um like the guy who does Rat Fink, that
Oh yeah,
rat
yeah.
in the it was like stuff like that was in there. And yeah, it was that was one that was part of my, I guess, comic um, journey, if you
That's
want to call it
awesome.
that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
so yeah, now it's I'm sure like most people who I feel like comics are a hobby that most of the people who are part of it, who enjoy it, also want in some way to be in it,
Yeah.
writing or drawing or something like that. A lot of people, in the world like movies, but not all that many are like, I want to be an actor or a stuntman or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But with comics, I feel like it's pretty damn close to like 100%. Like we want this, you know.
Dude, that's such a great insight because I love like again in the DMs I included with my favorites or the stuff that I love.
Mhm.
Like I put Superman on there. The Superman March like means so much to me. Like I love movies so much, but I never ever really thought I want to be an actor or
Yeah,
director or screenwriter. But with comics, it was always there. And anytime I would like think about or delve in, so even with the reviews I do, um, I have to make the fan art. Like
yeah,
it feels like something that I need to do. So I get what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying there with comics. Yeah.
yeah. Real quick, let's just say you got Cole King saying hi, and
Good dude.
Mad
While you're
Ruth.
going through the chat, I'm just gonna make sure I repost this on
Yeah, yes, sir.
Twitter.
No worries. Mad Ruth saying hello. If anyone's watching and you haven't seen the Friday nights on Mad Ruth's channel, which Michael is third chair host on, make sure Friday nights, what is it, my time, 8 my time, which is mountain time. But
10
check it
Eastern,
out. They're
yeah.
always, yeah, always talking to cool creators. It's always a fun time. The more it goes off the rails, the funner it is, but it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Radio Stories Now says, I love the Garfield comic strips in
Oh,
newspapers.
hell, me
I
too.
I liked Garfield when I was a kid. It's one of those strips though, when you go back and read it, you're like, this is not funny in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I hear you. It worked for the time. It works for a
Yeah.
certain time and age, yeah.
Though Garfield was a big part of me wanting to be more involved in comics. My cousin had a, I don't know if you ever heard of the book, The Nine Lives of Garfield.
And, I may have had it as a kid. It sounds
So
familiar.
it's Jim Davis doing 9 stories of Garfield, but they're different genres. So it's basically
Oh, no,
like
no. I
an
don't think I have that.
Elseworlds versions of Garfield. Like there's
Wow.
one where he's like a cave cat, a caveman cat. There's one, I think it's like a noir crime thing. It's been
Wow.
years since but just the fact that there were so many different versions of him was like just a pivotal moment. I was reading through it, and like he wouldn't, my cousin wouldn't give it to me, even though he doesn't like that kind of stuff. But it's a cousin thing. You don't give shit to your cousin. Um,
I
but
gotta
yeah,
check that
that was
out.
a big thing.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I think I was more of a Heathcliff guy, though.
Yeah, yeah, that's, I like the art for Heathcliff better, panels,
Yeah,
with the single panel stuff, but the art's better,
yeah.
yeah, but anyways, I wanted to just touch on something before anything else. How do you listen to your music? Like, you stream it on something, or, CDs? How do you listen to your music?
That's a great question. When I first started my aborted comic project that was like way too ambitious, like over 10 years ago, I was still listening to CDs. And then like over time, uh YouTube has just become just like my hub when I'm drawing. Like, so I'll go to like streams like this
Oh, yeah, yeah.
or videos or songs. So I gotta say in recent years, it's been almost exclusively YouTube, which I'm not thrilled about, but again, it's there, it's easy, it's seemingly
Yeah, yeah.
everything is there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so I'm a Spotify guy. I've been Spotify guy for, I can't tell you how many years.
I
I'm
I had it for a while.
I'm so excited that I just learned that they are now starting to stream music videos.
Really?
So, like, if I'm listening to a playlist of, of my, all my big playlist of however many thousands of songs I have, the songs that have videos will automatically play the music video. I cannot tell you how happy I am about that.
Dude, that's amazing. Because as soon as you said Spotify, one of my phases, it was like pre-COVID, of course, where I was like going to the gym
Mhm.
most days of the week. So it was Spotify all night and day there. And
Yeah.
it was great. So, man, like if I could be on the treadmill watching like videos, that would have been great.
I don't know if you do this thing where maybe you get a couple drinks in you, and all of a sudden you start feeling nostalgic, and you just go searching for all the videos that, like, you
Dude,
watched when you were younger.
I did this last night after the show. Like, not only do I'll handpick or cherry pick certain videos, but like one of my favorite things is I discovered on YouTube there are like full broadcasts of this show, Friday Night Videos. When I was a little kid in Jersey City, New Jersey, like it was the last city that didn't have cable. So
Mhm.
the only way I could see like music videos my little friends were talking about was
Yeah.
I'd have to like sneak out of my room at night and like watch Friday night videos. So like it's so cool to have like put on like last night I put the broadcast on and they have the commercials.
Nice.
Dude, my favorite thing is to get like buzzed and like draw and like have that on. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
so
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah, I wish they do that with, like, 120 minutes, just
Oh
have those
yeah.
on replay, but, yeah, like, I get in those moods, and I'll just, my wife does not enjoy it. Her music taste and my music tastes are so far apart, like,
So I
uh,
want to know about both. So give me the rundown of yours and hers.
so I'm okay, so, um, uh, my wife is, half black. She grew up, hip hop,
Nice.
R&B, all that stuff, which
Oh yeah.
I've delved into a little, like,
Yeah.
but, I in general, my musical taste skews very white.
I'd say mine too. For the most part. For the most part, I love 70s R&B, funk,
Mhm.
early 80s hip hop for sure. But I think I always just lean towards like metal or rock or grunge because
Yeah,
it's like that's what I grew up with. I think we all do that.
yeah, and I'm sure, like me, you probably think, "Oh, this is not black or white music." For my wife, it is white music.
That's awesome.
But anyways, I'm listening to, whatever Merle Haggard or
Nice.
you know Demon Hunter. I can get into like screamo stuff. Pop
Yeah,
punk is like that. That's like my wheelhouse is the pop punk, into the
I'm with you.
emo, into that kind of stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
but my playlist, like, so I when I work, I have my playlist going. I always try to get there first before anyone else turns on classic rock. Um, all the like um,
No, dude,
but
sometimes classic rock at a job can be pure torture
oh,
when they
it's
play
the
the same
same.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's this the one radio station that plays the same 7 songs in a loop over and over, and I was like, "Nah, no, thanks, guys." But,
brutal.
whenever someone compliments me on my, "Oh, I like your playlist, I like your music," I always tell them, "Don't worry, you'll hate something coming up." But so,
Nice.
yeah, so her music's over here, my music's over there. Some sort of medium ground is like that, indie folk rocky stuff that like of Mice and Men,
Okay,
um
yeah.
that in that genre. She really likes like Kings of Leon, so she'll put that on for like middle of the road, but
She might have liked the stuff I played in what I call the MySpace era, like mid 2000s. Like, let me put it this way. I sounded apparently so much like Bright Eyes that when you
Mm,
searched Bright Eyes in MySpace, I came up second. So
nice.
there you go.
So another reason to mourn MySpace's untimely death.
Dude, it was the best social media site.
Oh, 100%.
It sucks.
So yeah, I just I was so super excited about I just before I hopped on here, I just watched Outcast's The Whole World video. Um
Oh, nice.
and a couple other ones, but that was the very last one. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna whenever I get free time, I'm just gonna look for every video and just watch them all. So
Dude,
eh.
I'll be doing that again tonight.
Yeah, nice. What are you drinking?
I am drinking the same thing I had last night, this Golden Monkey IPA. And to be honest, I only got it because it said 9.5 alcohol
Yeah,
by
I've done that.
volume. So, because
Yeah.
I mentioned on the show, Craig, I turned Craig onto these margaritas that are like 12 point something. So you get this crazy good buzz. But with the wisdom tooth, I was like, I didn't want
Mm,
to risk it. So, yeah.
yeah. Have you ever had a wisdom tooth pulled?
Yeah, that dude, I must be like the king airhead. Like I have had them pulled, and throughout this whole period of like trying to figure out what was causing the pain, when I went to the dentist and discovered it was the wisdom tooth, my brother, who I've spoken to about it, was like, I wish I knew you still had wisdom teeth because I would have thought, that that's what it
Yeah.
was. But and the thing is, like, I looked back there and I discovered like a cavity that I didn't notice before. Just never made the connection that that was a wisdom tooth. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I had was it 4 pulled on the same day. And
Yeah, see, I had at least two, maybe the upper,
yeah,
but yeah, I only have one left, and it's got to go.
there you go. Yeah, no, I when that happened to me, I have a high tolerance for pain medications. Like if they stick a needle in me and they say you might feel a little tug or something, they have to stick the needle in me again because I feel everything. So when I got the
Okay.
wisdom teeth pulled and they said, "Oh, we're gonna put this mask over you. Just count backwards." I kind of rolled my eyes like, "Yeah, sure. 5, 4." And I don't remember anything until about 24 hours later. The best sleep
Wow.
of my entire life. I don't
Yeah.
even know how I got home. Apparently I was able to walk at some point, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
but,
man. Yeah, so I got to get it done like
let's see.
early May.
Well, good luck with that. So like I said earlier, we're going to. I wanted to do a little quiz. Little. I hope this works out well. Like I said, I searched so many websites that were like 80s. Most of them were specific 80s music, and that's it. But they all had the answers directly under the question. No,
Ah,
that's not.
okay. I think I
That's,
know. Yeah,
that's it's so I had to do some searching to find one, and hopefully it works out. So we're gonna do a little.
yeah.
I wish I'd made a little graphic. Dang it, little quiz. See if who knows more of the 80s and 90s. Um, I mean,
We shall see.
oh look, there's ads up there. You know what, everyone, uh, I'm gonna do some moving around and see if can't move our our pictures in front of the ads. Let's
Ah,
see.
okay.
Oh, it doesn't look like I can. Okay. Well, anyways, I would there. Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. Can.
Are
I'm
you like me? Are you
doing it,
riddled
folks.
with
Don't worry.
OCD?
Riveting. That's good enough. um, I don't know. My wife thinks I have all kinds of issues. I think I'm very normal, but um, yeah. uh,
So do
oh,
I.
real quick, you got radio, radio stories now says Michael has a good singing voice. Do you have any of those recordings anywhere still?
I do have them, but I believe she's talking about like covers. Like every once in a while, I
Mm.
would post a cover on social media. Yeah. One of them was one of the songs I sent in the DM, a Tom Petty song. Or did I
Let's
send
see.
that?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
think
know
there's
if
a
I
Tom
sent
Petty song in
songs.
there.
I
Let me
think I
see.
forgot.
You did, but it was okay. You got the Pumpkins, 1979, The
Oh,
Cure,
okay,
Just Like
yeah.
Heaven, Superman March, Into Your Arms by the Lemonheads, and Magnet Man from Mega Man 3.
That's okay.
So
See,
yeah, that's
that's
good.
so weird.
So
When
I
I
mean,
no, no.
oh, go ahead. Oh,
I was
when
gonna say
so
when I
at
was
some
buzzed
point,
last night. No, no, go, man.
I little lag. I think it's because this I popped this screen up. But at some point, I want to hear about what songs mean to you. So you're gonna have to come back on and,
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about those and the other things. So
Hell yeah. That'd be great.
so let's see how this goes with apparently some new on. If it gets too bad, it's out. But so this is a flashcard thing. I'm gonna click this first one to give everyone the idea. Um, the question: resistance is futile, and then see how long that takes. Oh, it's from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Ah, see, they're
Simple
already
enough.
hitting me with Trek, which I I don't dislike Trek, but I am not a Trekkie, so of course they start with this. I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So we'll count that as a test run, and we will hit the next one and see
But did you know it?
how it goes. I did not. I mean, I think if I had had time to might have, but like right off the bat, I wasn't. Yeah, no. I
Gotcha.
I did watch a bit of Star Trek Deep Space Nine back in the day, but not enough. I'm not a Trekkie, um, but
Yeah.
casually I but
Yeah, yeah.
all right. What country singer bounced back with their 1998 album "I'm All Right"?
Oh man, I have to be honest.
I will
I
go
have
ahead and
no
say,
idea.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. Anyone
Yeah,
in the chat, if you happen to know, type it in quick because I am
I'm
going
trying to
to
even think of
hit the answer. Oh,
guesses.
you know what? 98. I'm going to actually, okay, you know what? I will guess, venture a guess and say, um, the one that sang, "Feels Like a Woman." Um,
Oh God, what is her name? I know who you're talking about, but see, I don't think she was bounced back. I think she was like uh, crushing it in the late '90s, right? You know what I
I
mean?
think so. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Uh, Jason says, Jenny. Nah, I don't know if that's the one, but let's see the answer. Who
Oh my!
is
I never
Joe
heard of this
D.
person.
Messina?
I've
Joe,
never,
like no
dude,
one's heard of this.
and let me tell you, in throughout the '90s, I would read Rolling Stone religiously and always make it a point to go to the
Mm,
back of the magazine where they had the Billboard charts. And I know Garth Brooks was at the top often, and all these other I've never heard of Joe D. Messina.
Messina. Yeah, nope. Okay, so this is off to a great start. They're straight up screwing us right from the get go. All right. Female rocker Blank 1987-88 tour was dubbed the Break Every Rule World Tour.
Oh
Hold on.
boy.
Sandberg says, Sandberg wants to know if that was the 1890s. So,
Okay, female
female
in
rocker.
'86. Oh man, it might be Joan
Okay,
Jett.
here's yeah, yeah. Okay, that's who I was going to go for. But here's a problem that I just figured out that I have. I am terrible at remembering people's names. So doing a quiz where
Oh,
I might
dude,
have to remember a lot of people's names might be an issue. And I
I'm
already moved my
horrible with
little.
names, and I have
um,
video evidence of this consistent. So many reviews I've done on comics and whatnot. I make it a point to stress that I am bad with names, so I'm not just saying it now. Yeah,
yeah. All right. Jason says Lita Ford. Um,
I was gonna
so
say if
we
not
will
Joan Jett, Lita Ford.
see who is correct. I agree with you. I that's who I thought. I was thinking leaning Joan Jett, but let's see. Tina Turner.
Ah,
We're all, do I
damn
should I
it!
keep score?
I'm
Do I have a pen? I should. You know
a
what? I don't even have a pen on
well,
me.
we've
Dang.
lost
If
everything so
anyone's at
far.
home watching and you have a pen on you, yeah, keep score for me. All right. Let's head to the next one. In what year was Germany reunited when the wall came down? Oh my god. Like I
89. I'm saying 89.
um okay. Damn.
Tell me it's 90. That
My
would really
gut
put me
instinct
over.
was to say, and I'll say 87 just yeah, I'll say 87 just to mix it up just to see um
Oh, no, wait.
um
Wait.
you got
Oh,
it.
wait. Yes. I got confused for a second because I could picture
Yeah, you
Reagan
got it.
like,
All right.
you know, tear down that wall, tear down this wall, or whatever the hell he said. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
89.
well,
There we
yeah,
go. 1 point for me.
yeah. Boy. All right. From TV, make it so. This one I know.
Make it so. Oh, man.
You pen in here at one point. All right. So this is
I think
going
you're going to
to
get this one.
if you didn't like the first one, this is going to bother you too. This is also Star Trek: The Next Generation. Luke Picard's.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I see. There you go. I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I'm just not a Trek guy, man. I'm gonna fail all these Trek questions, I
Let's see.
think.
Sam says 1980, the wall comes down. 91, USSR dissolved.
That's why I
Radio
was
Stories
confused
Hall
because I
says,
knew the USSR was involved. So I got when I saw Germany, I was like, wait, maybe it was 87, but yeah.
yeah. All right. So, okay, we're tied 1-1.
So it's 1-1, right?
There are
Yeah, yeah.
100, yeah, there are 102 questions. We will not.
This is easy. This one's easy.
Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how
Yeah.
what network David Letterman leave to join CBS. Do you have if you know it, don't answer yet. Let me there's a couple other
I
ones. So I'm
totally
just gonna
know
say
it.
ABC.
Mm-mm. NBC.
Oh, okay, let's see. And okay,
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Now
Another
there's
point.
2-1.
Apollo 13 was nominated for 9 Oscars. How many did it win?
Oh man.
Well, I'm just
I'm
gonna
just gonna
venture a guess and say
yeah.
9.
I'm going with okay, so how does this go? Whoever's closest gets the point, right? Is that how we're doing this or no?
Didn't even think of that. Yeah, yeah, we'll do it that way. Well, yeah,
Okay, so you're saying 9.
without going over.
Oh, wait. How many? What did you say? How many?
I
It was
said
nominated
9.
for 9. Oh, no way. I'm saying 5.
Okay. If anyone's got a guess in the chat, whoever it's Price is Right rules. So let's see. 2. Oh, we both went over.
Ah,
No points. No points given.
man, 2. I thought 5 was too much. Oh, what the hell? That's what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
In 1980,
In 87. Yeah, Reagan.
this one.
Oh, all right. Well, I gave it away,
Yeah,
I
this one we
guess.
know. So like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll skip this one.
Yeah.
Jace wants to know
Oh.
if we're bidding now. What flavor
This
pie
is
is
a
featured in
very
American
good
Pie?
question.
I know it.
You do know. See, dude, I've seen this movie so many times and I can't. I'm. Mm, damn, it's not Apple, right? I'm going.
Yeah, yeah, it
I'm gonna
is.
go with. It is. Well, you got it then, because I was gonna go with peach.
Okay, I don't know if it's explicitly stated that the pie that he does the act to is an apple pie, but earlier someone talks about it's just like doing it to a warm apple pie. So I'm assuming that.
Okay. Fair enough.
So we will see. There we go. All right.
There you go. So 2-2, right?
So
It's 2-2.
2-2. Yep. What jobs did Dharma have on Dharma and Greg?
I didn't watch this show.
I did not watch this show either. I really want. Oh, there's my pen. Okay.
But I know she was like
No,
more
my
the
pen.
hippie girl, right?
Yeah, as far as I
Yeah, of the 2, like, she was like the more
know.
hippie, like
Yeah.
so I don't know
Remember
what the
when
jobs would have been. Probably
like they were trying to make her into a hot commodity? What movie
yeah.
was that where she was like they're trying to make her like the hottie of the film? It's just like it doesn't work
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I have
Jason
no idea.
has a guess massage therapist and proctologist, but
He's probably right about the first one.
um, uh, yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's just check it because I have no idea. Probably waitress, but like dog walker, and yoga instructor.
Oh,
Okay, so no points awarded.
there
I'll
you
give
go.
half a point for proctologist, I think, just because. What was the
Oh, come
mailman's
on.
name on Seinfeld? The mail well,
Ah,
no. No, that's easy. Okay, no, I got that.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So do we
I
both get a
forgot
point
that.
for this or
How about we 3, 2, 1 it. 3, 2, 1,
Newman?
Newman. Okay, there we go.
Did I go too early? Sorry.
Also, I'm very no, no. The lag is kind of catching up with us. I don't know how it sounds on stream, how it will sound on the playback, but on my end, I got it perfect. I said it the exact same time as you.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, of
All
course.
right.
That was an easy one.
Oh,
Oh,
this one too.
I know this.
Yeah, we know this. All right.
Yeah, right,
Three,
easy?
two, one. It again.
Easy too.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Milli
Millie
Vanilli.
Vanilli. Yeah.
We kinda both we got it both in there, yeah.
do do we get points for those, or do we not get points for
That's
these?
what I'm saying. I guess not, right? Let's keep it like 2 to 2 still, right?
Yeah, yeah. I guess so. I'm really trying to find a pen. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not even that competitive. So,
Neither.
you know.
I'm just hoping I
All right.
know this stuff for myself.
Um,
Oh,
um, who played Inigo Montoya in 1986 Princess Bride?
I got it.
I know it. But like I said, names are not something. Give me a second. Um, oh shoot. Oh no,
You want a hint?
I, yeah, I don't remember
You
his
want a hint?
name. Sure,
I am a
sure.
I'm a man. You're a man. Man. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. He might be the only guy I've heard with this name. I think.
What is it? Tell me.
It's a
Tell.
feminine name, but I know it.
Am I doing all right? I gotta. Um, is it? Go ahead and say it.
It's Mandy Patinkin.
We'll give it to you because Jason just put it on. Um,
Oh, his name's Manny?
Mandy
Manny. I don't
Patinkin.
know why I'm saying
Yeah.
Man. Oh man, see, that's the thing. I'm thinking like his name's Mandy. No, he's right. It's Manny.
Oh, this one says Mandy.
Oh wait, what? No, I am
So
right.
maybe you're right. Maybe. Oh,
3 to
all
2,
right. There you go.
sir. Why does he have a
There you
female
go.
name? See,
Nice.
there,
Yeah.
I like, I don't get it.
We might even have to give you a little.
I know it should be 4 to 2 because Jason like threw me off.
Yeah. I mean, that's. Yep. Which South Park character wears a blue hat with a red pom pom?
Oh man, I watched this early on. I watch it occasionally. Man, do you know?
I think so. I'm about 80%.
I can't even think of the other names besides Carmen. Oh wait. Okay. Ah,
Nah, you got it? Nothing?
is one even named Stan? There is a Stan,
Yep.
right?
There's the stand.
Um.
Yes.
Oh wait, Kyle? Is it? Oh man. All right. I'm I'm going with. I guess I'll go with Stan. Fuck it.
Okay. I do believe it is Stan.
Yes. But what you
All
knew
right.
it as well?
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay.
But but you got. We'll count that. So 5-3. You're now right. 5-4. by 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I didn't know it was that high yet, but
All right. Or no, maybe it's 4. Yeah, 4-3. I was mixing up the extra point that we were talking about
yeah.
previously. 1-800 Crime TV was the tip line for what show?
Oh man. I'm thinking of 2. Do you know?
I think I know it. I think just because I hear in my head.
There's 2 in my mind. Man, damn it. All right. Wait, no.
I'm gonna my my
I got to
guess
swing for okay, unsolved mysteries.
that that was my guess as well. All right, let's see. Oh, two both
Ah,
wrong.
and that was not that should have been the other one. The other one was Cops. I was thinking of Cops and Unsolved Mysteries. Didn't think of America's Most
Yeah,
Wanted,
yeah.
which makes the most sense. Damn it.
Yep, it does.
I'm upset with
Who has
myself
played
right
more
now.
minutes in the NBA than any other player? I'm not a
All right.
sports guy.
I'm not really either. It does this mean all time, or like, I'm assuming, right? Who's played more
I guess so.
minutes?
And if we're
Shit.
and we're gonna lock it in somewhere in the 80s and the 90s, so that cuts it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Damn, damn it.
I can literally only think of one basketball player's name right now. I cannot think of any other
I
basketball
got
player.
a couple, but like I'm trying to think who just was there for the longest time because obviously that would be the minutes.
Mhm.
Oh man, it's not Jordan, obviously. Who the hell?
Oh, okay. Like Larry Bird or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It might be Kareem.
I'm gonna say Kareem just because.
I guess I'll go. I'll join you, man, just to move it along. Yeah, Kareem.
All right, let's see. Michael Jordan. Yep. Look at that.
Ah, we were both right. Okay, there you go. He did
Nice.
play a
All
long
right.
time. That's a thing.
For pretty much blind guessing,
Not bad.
you stand by me.
Oh, okay. I know every cast member
Like,
of this movie.
do they want or like just the main like you?
I don't think I could give the parents the names, but the principal cast, hell yeah.
Okay. So assuming that they're going to want all the cast members of the main cast, like the kids, um, I'm going to give you this point because all I can think of and remember is Corey Feldman, and I'm not
Okay,
even
so
100% sure that he's in it.
oh god. Okay, so Corey Feldman's in it. Kiefer Sutherland,
Okay, good.
River Phoenix, um, Will Wheaton. The other kid is like this is the one that was. It's Chris, I think. Man, he was in the show Sliders, but I've already beaten you, right? So I get the point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and
You
also
get the
John
point. Yeah.
Cusack is the older brother. John Cusack's the older brother. Jerry O'Connell, not Chris. I was
Jerry
thinking
O'Connell.
Chris O'Donnell or yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So yeah, there you go. I don't know if I have seen this movie. I may
Oh my
have
dude, I'm
100
out of here.
years ago. I may have 100 years ago, but I can't be sure.
It is one of the best movies of the '80s. Easily one of, oh my God, what's his name? He just passed. What's his name? Him and his wife, unfortunately, the director.
Um,
Dude, I'm too buzzed. He did so many
Reiner.
movies. Yes, Rob Reiner. Easily one of best Rob Reiner's best movies. I implore you to watch this summer again, reacquaint yourself with it. It's amazing.
See, like this one of the movies that I need to watch because I haven't watched so many movies, so I need somebody to choose that movie to watch to talk about on the show because it will give me incentive 100% to watch it.
Bring me back for that show.
We'll do, we'll do. The next one, TV. Oh my Lanta. No, this one.
You have this one? I have no idea what
Yeah.
that is. I don't think. Maybe it'll refresh my
Okay,
memory,
so
but I guess you're
from
getting this
the
one.
show Full from the show Full House,
Full House?
DJ Tanner would say, "Oh my Lanta." Yeah,
I do not recall this.
there you go. Yeah,
There you
it
go.
was.
What is the score?
So
Dude, now I
yeah,
lost
I got a point. I don't
the
know
score.
how.
I gotta be up 1 still, right, though, right?
I think you're still one. Yeah, I think you're still one up. Um,
Good enough.
anyone have the score? We got 4 people watching. Beastly of War. What does Austin Powers fear in International Man of Mystery?
Oh, I think I got this.
Oh, I think
Pretty
I got
sure.
it. You
You?
want a 3, 2, 1 it again?
Sure.
I think so. All right.
Let's go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Circus
Sharks with
midgets.
laser beams on their heads. Oh, what'd you say? Circus. Maybe you're right. I remember sharks with well,
Circus
maybe.
midgets
Oh, oh, he doesn't. You're right. I think you're right.
because of their tiny hands.
Yeah, I got confused with what
So,
hi- his big what he
uh,
want. Oh, that goes to you. I think you get that point, man.
I
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Nah. Yeah.
we'll kind of count it. I remember it is because.
You got it. Yeah. The
All
sharks with
right. Well,
laser
okay.
beams was
We
what
might
we
be tied
wanted
now.
to
Somewhere.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah. That's
tied.
but I think we'll say we're roughly like 7-7, right around there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who won an Oscar for the 1997 role in L.A. Confidential?
Oh, man. See, I
Okay, who
know
was
who's
in it?
in this. It was Kevin Spacey, who my mind goes to he won it, and this guy, Gladiator. Oh, what's his name?
Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe. Russell Crowe's in it. Man, I'm sure there was a gal in there. I can't remember.
Um,
It's been a
yeah,
while since
I'm
I've
gonna.
seen it.
So you
I'm
get the
gonna
point because I don't even know who's in it. Because again, another movie I have not seen.
no, I don't think I should get the point for this, man, because like oh man. I don't think it was Kevin Spacey, but I'll just go with him and
Okay,
we
we'll
shall
see. We'll
see.
see. Maybe you get the point. Let's see.
Oh my god. She won an Oscar for that? And I thought see, I was like, I know there's a gal in there, and I pictured a blonde. Damn it.
So here's the crazy thing. Somehow in the back of my mind, I knew she was in this movie, and that was the only name I was considering saying.
Wow.
So, no points awarded.
No, remains tied.
Movie, snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes?
Oh god, this is so come on.
Yeah, I think we both get this one.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For a second, I thought it was,
So,
Last
all right.
Crusade.
Yeah, I mean,
Ah,
did you ever watch the original Young Indiana Jones series?
it's funny. When that came out, I don't know what I was thinking as a youngin. I think I was so disappointed that, like, Harrison Ford wasn't really in it, so I didn't really give it a
Hmm.
shot, but my ex-fiancée, like, loved it, but she hadn't seen, like, the movie. And that bothered me so much. I was like, "What? Like, you love?" She, like, owned it physically, like, I was like, "Wait, you own the Young Indiana Jones series, but you haven't seen the movies? That is, like, insane." So, but this here, I mean, you have to know this, right?
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around every once in a while, you might miss it. I I I'm pretty I know I've seen this movie, but I don't remember what it's from.
I was going to list this in my flicks in the DM of the faves that I
Oh,
sent, so, of
okay.
course, I know exactly what this is. It
All
is
right, what
it is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
well,
Yeah, I'm
I've
back
seen
in the lead.
there you go. I've seen parts of Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Dude,
I've
I'm getting off the stream. Sorry, man.
I don't know why I have not seen so many movies. Like,
See,
I used to think I had seen a lot of movies.
again, this summer, please. Okay, so Stand By Me, rewatch. Ferris Bueller, please watch the whole thing all the way through. It is an American classic. It oh god. He embodies what is a true freedom, true individualistic American. Oh god, yeah, it's so good.
Alright, yeah, yep, I gotta another one I gotta add to the list.
Yes.
Um, man, yeah, like, I don't I I just don't know why I haven't seen so many movies. Like, when I was young okay, when I was a kid, I lived in,
Ah,
Arizona, um, Mesa, Arizona, and, um, it would get, 115 degrees,
wow.
and in order to escape that, we would go to the cheap theater every few days, and they would have, like, double
I love that.
features
Ah,
just to get into the air conditioned. So I remember seeing plenty of movies. So there's a possibility I have seen some of these and I just don't remember them. But like I remember one of the double features was like The Land Before Time. No,
ah,
Baby. That's what it was. Baby, the dinosaur
wow.
movie,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Clue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Nice.
um I feel like I've seen a lot of movies, but apparently I just haven't. I just yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, dude, yeah, it's like I love the what how people have like a different knowledge gaps. Like, I think that's so cool. Like that, like if we all bounce off each other, right? And it's like because for me, like with comics, going on streams, at least initially, was always like I had like anxiety because I was like, I'm especially when it comes to cape shit, like Like
Yeah.
pretty much everyone that gets into comics, like you'll get into cape shit, but it was never like the thing that like I stayed with a lot. Like there are
Yeah.
guys that have like insane amount of long boxes with every X-Men run and Spider-Man, and like that's just not me. Like you were saying earlier, like you gravitate I gravitated to the indies like early on, and
Mhm.
it wasn't like a hipster thing. It was just like whatever variety there like appealed to me. So
Mhm.
um so I think it's been cool going on these streams and like people filling in the knowledge gaps for me on a lot of the cape shit. So yeah,
Yeah. It's sometimes it's better than like Wikipedia. These these guys have knowledge that you won't find anywhere else because they've been deep into these comics for 40 plus years, you know?
exactly. Yeah. And I
All
love
right.
this movie so much. This was another movie that popped in my head when I was gonna DM you with my favorites or the ones that I love. Like I love Field of Dreams so much. And I know what year the movie came out in, but
Is
I
that
don't
this
know.
question?
Yeah, because if they're talking about the context of the movie, so okay, so the movie came out in '89. Uh,
Hmm.
but I don't know if in the movie it's '88 that he builds the field. So I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
All right. So we'll let's eight and see what happens. I have zero guess because I've seen the movie. Probably twice. But yeah, I it's one of those movies where I just don't place a year to it. I could watch it now and it feels like it's this year,
Yeah, yeah.
so
It came out in '89 for
89.
sure.
So
Okay, there you go.
well, there you go. TV, is that your final answer?
Now, see, I know that, but I'm not placing it right now. It seems obvious. Do you know it?
Yeah.
You do know it.
Yep.
Oh man. Shit. I might have to give this to you, man, because
All
of course
right.
Jeopardy's going through my head. Um, what other
If you're in the chat and you know it, go ahead and write it up. I'll tell you, I'll hit they no longer give this amount of money away on any game show.
dude? I just want to give this to you, man. I don't know.
Right. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Wait, hold on a second. When did the show start? Because this is supposed to
Who
be
wants to
'80s and '90s,
be a
right?
millionaire? Apparently in the 90s. Um,
Wow.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. Uh, do a little quick search,
I
but we'll
guess late '90s. I
go to the
guess.
next question. Um,
Are we tied again? I think we're tied. Oh, oh, wait.
who played Goose's wife?
I got it. I'm back in the lead. I think, unless Crenshaw
Um,
knows this. We're yeah, because we're tied. I think. I think I'm back in the lead.
hold on, real quick. Millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? 98. So right at the end.
Okay, late night. There you go. That's why I was like, really? I guess so. Fair enough. But I know this one.
Goose's wife in 86's Top Gun. I I will admit,
Nice.
watched it just a week before I watched the sequel.
Maverick. Wow.
Oh man, yeah. I do not know.
It is the lovely Meg Ryan. There we go.
There
Back,
you go. All right,
back in the
up again.
lead,
Up.
back in the lead.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Oh, come on. If any, uh, Crenshaw, I don't know your video game history, but if I have a Shy Guy tattoo, I have a Shy Guy neon behind me. Of course, I know what company this is, but I'm assuming you do
Yes,
too.
sir. I think this is one of those little bits. Yeah, via like kind of have to know if you're in the comic book. You know, it just yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's got this one.
yeah.
So we will count the points, but you're still one up. So
Yep.
Nintendo.
I don't even know what the points are, but I'm just keeping track of the ties and the yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
easy, easy. Yeah, you know this, right?
yep. All right. So we both got this one.
Yeah.
One this one again. Three, two, one. Airplane.
Airplane.
There we go.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Oh, they went with the. I'm
What
gonna be honest. I did not know his name. I would not have been able to tell you his name was Doctor Rumack. So
is that? Is that what it said? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I would not if that was the question, I would have no idea. But I think I know this one.
Yeah, I know. What ZZ Top multi-platinum album was on the charts for 135 weeks? Ooh, ooh.
I might be two up.
You might be. So top goes. Unless the album is called She's Got Legs, then I'm sunk because all I know is She's Got Legs.
Eliminator.
Nice. Well
Yeah,
done.
two up. There we go. A fun fact
Not
about this
not
album.
my
No, no.
not my this kind of uh I don't know, just it follows songs I've heard on the job site way too many times and like I never wanted to hear anything else from them. So
But let me tell you a fun fact about this album that made me appreciate it more. So ZZ Top are, of course, these like hillbilly looking guys with like long beards and the cowboy hats.
mhm.
They designed this album. They don't have it's a drum machine doing the drums. And they made sure that the beats matched Michael Jackson's Thriller. So, like, when you hear the songs, it sounds like ZZ Top. But when you listen closely, it's like almost like a dance disco-ish kind of
Huh.
beat. So that's why these songs were so huge in the 80s. Because when you think, it's like, how the hell were these guys like a big thing in the early 80s, like MTV? That's why.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So is it like they just kind of wanted to have the drums emulate Michael Jackson, or was it like beat for beat, like this song is this song? Like if you could listen to them on top of each other, is that where is
I
that
think
does it go that far?
I think they analyzed Thriller and were like, all right, like there's a reason or part of the reason these songs are hits are like the danceable rhythms. And so they applied that
Mhm.
to their songs. And I guess they also felt like their songs would sound more contemporary with because it wasn't just drums, they used a fake or electronic drums, they used like a lot of synths. So when you listen to Legs or like Sharp Dressed Man, stuff like that, you'll hear these like cool synths going on like a little below the guitars. I just find it like fascinating.
Hmm. Yeah, I might have to actually listen to it, on my, I don't know if you've seen, every once in a while on X, I'll post that I'm listening to a full album
Yeah, yeah.
during my workday. I'll have to add that to the
Hell
list.
yeah. This is easy, right?
This one is yeah, too easy. No,
Mhm.
Mavericks.
Yeah, we just talked about it.
In which year did the USSR boycott the Summer Olympics in Los Angeles?
Oh boy.
The best I
Um,
can do is to like guess, it's going to be an even year because that's when
yeah,
the Olympics take place.
I think I might have it, but I'm not confident. But I'll go for an answer. I'm going with 84.
All right, I was gonna say 86. We'll see.
Oh, see that popped in my head. Ah, okay.
Both went over. Okay.
Wait. Oh, okay. So Summer Olympics, yeah, because they famously lost to the U.S. in hockey and in the Winter Olympics in '80, right? Or was that
And
79?
80 something. I know the
Yeah,
the movie and everything, but yeah.
yeah.
All right, movie. We came, we saw, we kicked ass.
Oh God, easy for me at least.
I know it, but my mind's
Oh,
trying kicked
dude,
ass. We came, we saw, we kicked
is
ass.
am I going to be
Um,
three
is this
up?
is this Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
No, 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 no.
We came, we saw, we kicked ass. All right, hold on. Let me get one more guess. We came, we saw, we kicked ass. Yeah, I don't know.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing about Ghostbusters. I just watched it for the first time last year,
I'm out of here.
and worse than that, I did not enjoy it.
Oh, I'm just gonna smash this glass over my head. And you know what that sound? I think you posted about this on Twitter, and I was like, "Man, Crenshaw's nice. I'm not gonna say anything." Holy moly.
Like it's I didn't okay. There's a period of time where the comedy and the music just do not hit me in any way, shape, or form.
Hmm.
And for the music, it's like through the 70s for the most part. There's the rare gem, David Bowie's Spiders from Mars, like fantastic album. Love that album.
Mm.
Um, but generally speaking, I can go without hearing anything from the 70s, particularly in the um
Wow.
and then there's like in the 80s there's this period of time, so the Blues Brothers, I do not find that funny. Ghostbusters,
Oh,
I do not find it funny.
wow.
There's
Okay.
just something about them that I don't connect with. I don't find them funny at all. But then there's things that come out like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Brilliant, beautiful movie.
Yeah, John Hughes, great movie, yeah.
Yeah, great
Okay,
movie.
so
But
this this begs the question, even though, Bill Murray was not in, Blues Brothers, do you enjoy Bill Murray?
sometimes
Okay.
he was great in Groundhog Day.
Yes. Yeah, great movie.
Actually, no, I do like Bill Murray generally speaking. I just don't like so there's a okay, so um Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters, the other one that the Blues Brothers guy director directed, which was American Werewolf in London.
Uh,
There
that was actually
is
John
a
Landis.
pace but there's a he's there's a pacing in the comedy that just doesn't connect with me.
Hmm, interesting.
Um, like there's that in Ghostbusters where the Aykroyd wakes up and the ghost is above him. Not funny. Like it's just to me, it's just it's um they're the Gallagher level
Oh, man.
jokes. Now,
Alright,
here's
so
the thing.
to I will say, because this goes with, I feel like, most stuff, like, I watched Ghostbusters as a wee lad, so I
Mhm.
know, like, when that happened, like, when you watch something as a kid like that and you love it, you're always gonna view it through that lens, and it's always gonna mean so much,
Yeah, yeah,
and like you said, you watched it as an adult, so I do think, like, it's almost impossible, you know what I mean? Like, I get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
One way to look at it is like I can't, I don't even know what it would be like to watch that as an adult because I've seen it so many times and I saw, dude, let me put it this way. I have watched the commentary of the DVD of Ghostbusters like over 30 times. I've watched that commentary more than a lot of people have seen the movie Ghostbusters. Like I'm like obsessed with it, but I do think a lot of it is time and place. Let me switch
yeah, yeah.
to another movie a year later
Mhm.
to kind of just like cleanse the palate of Ghostbusters. How do you feel about Back to the Future?
Oh, fantastic. Like they're
Okay.
um like perfect movies in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
I know that in part 3 they're kind of making stuff up to fit with part 1 cuz they never planned on making a part 2 and 3 like most movies,
Yeah.
at that time. But they
Yeah.
did such a good job that it doesn't matter
Yeah.
cuz they're just fun, they're funny, they're great movies. Yeah, I love those movies.
No, that's a great way to put it. Like the first one is a perfect film. The sequels are very enjoyable and fun and they fit and I'll watch them, but yeah, the first
Yeah,
one is amazing. So, I brought that up
yeah.
because it's like, even though that was another movie with Ghostbusters that I saw as a little kid, I feel like it is something you can look to that like it doesn't matter when you watch it or what age, like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And this answer is also easy.
I'm sorry, okay? I did not. Um, who won an Oscar for his performance in Rain Man? Okay, it's one of 2. Um,
Mm. Which kind of makes
I
it,
I I I'm gonna guess Hoffman.
yeah, it's definitely Hoffman because I know Mr. Cruz has not won an Oscar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. We'll hit up 35, and then we'll switch for this, and we'll move on from there. But when did Oasis have the hit song Wonderwall? Oh gosh, I think I know this.
Um, I love Oasis. I have this album, but it gets tricky when the album is released and the song is released.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I'm gonna go with 96.
I'm saying 94.
Oh, no, 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 no. That was their first album.
You don't think so? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see.
Okay, here's the thing before we get
Oh,
see, this is the thing. What's the story Morning Glory? which the album is off of, came out in the fall of '95, and the first single was "Roll with It." I guess Wonderwall came out later that year. Damn it! All right, I
Yeah.
don't get it, but whatever. I'm still 3. I'll take 3 above. What
I
do
don't
I need a 4?
because yeah, that's all right. How many children did Mr. and Mrs. Huxtable have on the Cosby Show? Okay,
Oh man,
let's see. There was Theo,
yes,
um, the little kid.
the hot older one that
There
married Lenny
was
Kravitz.
yeah, she was in college for a good chunk of it.
Yeah,
Uh,
a
the
young
middle girl,
girl, right?
so 4, right?
Seems like 4. We're both saying 4, I guess, or
Right,
seems
let's say
was there
let's
a
say 4.
okay. See, there was a
Oh
really
no,
younger one, right?
because they brought yeah, but that was like later when they had to bring in the extra character, yeah,
Yeah, sitcoms always brought
and
in like the
it
younger
was
kid.
um Raven Simone.
That's right. There you go.
Damn it.
What are you gonna do?
All right, last one. Again, she gave me a pen.
You know what?
For my heart, she gave
I
me a
do not.
pen.
I don't know.
It
I like
sounds
that
like
line, but
yeah, it sounds like a rom-com,
yeah, right. But wait, I
but
gave her my heart. She gave me a. I don't know. I'm intrigued.
all right, let's find out. Say anything.
Oh, good movie. Don't remember that.
It has it's been on my watch list for a while now. So, yeah. Eh.
I think written
All
by
right. Well,
John
there you
Hughes.
go. Let's
Yeah.
let me see if I can stop sharing this. All right. So things should move smoother now
So
for at
I'm
least a
happy that I
minute.
could. So so since you graciously labeled me as someone that loves the '80s and '90s, which I am, like I'm happy to have lived up to the
Yes.
title. Win
There you
by
go.
3.
Nice. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's I, if I had seen more movies, and if I wasn't as old as I am, and my memory's just not slipping, I might have been able to catch up. But
No, no, dude. Again, it's funny because I said earlier, like I love movies so much, and I do like like I mentioned with Ghostbusters, and I will like pour over special features, and like I love the behind the scenes, and like when it was made, where it was made. Um, I have gaps, but I love them so
yeah,
much.
like I'm there are movies that I've seen multiple times. Your Star Wars, your Back to the Future, your Obviously, those things you watch over and over and over again. But even the movies that, for the most part, I really, really enjoyed, um, I don't watch more than twice, I think. So I can tell you, like I said, your Lord of the Rings. Of course, that's something that's just gonna kind of come on every once in a while. What is
Yeah.
it? A comfort food, comfort film,
Oh yeah.
those kinds of things. But like, um, a movie that I've seen, I think more than most other movies would be like The Usual Suspects.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
I've probably seen that, like, I'm gonna say 6 times tops, but that's way
Nice.
more than I've seen most every other movie that I've yeah, so
Well, you know what
I
I've
don't know.
done, like, in recent years, and really, I would only say the last 2 or 3 years. My friend turned me on to reaction videos. Now, my frame of reference for those were, like, when Game of Thrones was out. You
Mhm.
familiar with, The Red Wedding?
Yeah, yeah,
So, I remember, like, I guess people that read the books when the episode was coming, they were, like, filming people reacting because they knew what was gonna happen. I remember
yeah,
watching that on Conan O'Brien. I think George R. R. Martin was on there, and they were talking about reaction videos, and I thought that was, like, fun, but I really had no desire to, like, watch more. My friend was like, "Oh, man, there's all these people that, like, react to, like, movies, but particularly, like, 80s and 90s movies." So, I was like, "Alright,"
yeah,
like, I'm always drawing at night, and I always want stuff for the background, you know? So, I put them on, and I really start to love the idea where I'm, like, drawing, and it's movies I already know. So,
yeah,
like, I can glance over when people get to a part that I know and they're gonna react to, and it made me, like, reacquainted with the movies in this cool way where I'm like, it felt fresh. Cause like you'd have,
yeah,
say it's Back to the Future. Like there was a couple where these girls were reacting and they're getting all emotional or like, like so into it. And like it just kind of reinvigorated my love of those movies from putting those on.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I have to I mean, I think I back when, like, DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, I think I was more into, um, getting deeper into movies, like, commentaries
Yeah.
and special features and stuff when those were more available, and those helped out. So, like, for whatever reason, the commentary track for, what's it called? Super Troopers
Oh,
was what is one that just
that's
sticks in
awesome.
my mind. Did you ever see the animated series for Clerks?
Yeah. I, uh, when did I watch it? I don't know if I watched it when it was airing, but because it only aired like once or twice, right? Like they
Yeah, like one
on
season.
ABC?
Yeah, I don't even think they made the whole season. I think
No.
they
So
yeah, I think they didn't get through the whole season, but they released it on like DVD, and like, yeah, I watched the commentary on that. And
does Kevin Smith do the commentary?
yeah, yeah, him and the directors and producers of the show.
That's awesome. I gotta listen to that. I have not listened to that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I kind of miss that. I miss that, like, option to dive deeper, and because it does help um your enjoyment of the movie when you know those little behind the scene tricks, and
Yeah.
in this scene this actor was doing this and that made it feel more real. That kind of stuff is really, really cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I love it so much. But touching on what we were talking about earlier, yeah, like it's weird because I never had any desire to like make movies or act in them or have really any involvement. But
Yeah, it's
comics
interesting.
feels like just whether it's the art or the writing, like it's why I think the comics medium, I wouldn't say the best, but one of the best mediums for storytelling because you're like movies, you're getting visuals and text or writing
Yeah.
dialogue, but with comics, you you obviously control it, right? Like a movie, you're going with it. I mean, you can pause it, but like for the most part, you're like going along a track. But with comics, I feel like because you can take your time, it like you retain maybe more of it. Uh,
Mhm.
or it sinks in a little more. Um,
Yeah.
I think that's part of the magic of, comic storytelling.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember where I mentioned this, but comics are you know, you watch when comic book movies started happening, we were so excited. You know, it was, but did you ever do the thing of like pausing it during the action scenes to see? But it's blurry. It's, you know, because it's movement, and comics are the medium in which every panel is paused at the coolest scene. You know,
Yeah.
so you really get to enjoy that.
And the recent Spider-Man trailer,
Mhm.
they seem to realize this. I don't wanna
Yeah.
say finally, but, like, so many of those shots are, like, it's like they are taken, like, from the comic, or,
Yeah.
like, I mean, obviously that, homage to the Amazing Fantasy 15
Mhm.
that's in there, but, like, the shot of, Spider-Man, like, it's like a 2D angle where he's, like, going against what it seems to be the hand, right?
Yeah.
Like, all those red ninjas, like,
Mhm.
that is so, like, comic visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that one?
I am. I just started, um it's funny, like, Saturdays, a lot of Saturday afternoons, I get together with my family and watch whatever kind of geek stuff. So we're a little late, but we started the, Daredevil Born Again season 2,
Yeah.
and with the Punisher being in Spider-Man,
Mhm.
it it's gonna be interesting to see how it all ties together. Like, I'm assuming Daredevil shows up in Avengers Secret Wars,
Yeah.
maybe. Um, I haven't seen all the Marvel stuff, as we all know,
Yeah.
hit or miss. Um, but I'm really excited about Spider-Man. I'm really curious as to how it's gonna be.
Yeah. I think that, you know, the Spider-Man movies have been highlights in the
Yeah.
past few years of a lot of other kind of misses, you know. Um,
Yes.
I watched just out of the blue, I'm like, "Oh, I'll try it out," but the new Avengers, what was the before they called it the new Avengers, but what was that called? With the ragtag, the
Oh,
Russian dude and um,
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, I watched that, and it ended with a group hug. That was how they saved the day, and I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not for me."
I didn't see that one yet, but
Like, it literally is a group hug
wow.
that saves the day. But so
Yeah, I mean,
another one. Okay, did you catch the Street Fighter trailer?
I did. Not only did I catch it on my own, but there's guys in the space. One of the guys is Sean Salter. He has a show, Salty and Savage,
Mhm.
and they were EFAPing that trailer the other night, and I was like, "Oh God, why can't I be on this panel? Because I have so many thoughts. I love Street Fighter so much. It's such a huge influence on my current comic." Ah, uh, to sum it up, it is the best of the 3 attempts at a live
Mhm.
action Street Fighter, it seems,
Yeah,
but I just don't think you can do Street Fighter live action, and that is something Nintendo learned with Mario. Like, they tried that live action back in the '90s, it was a
yeah,
disaster, so they wisely went with animated for the new ones, and they're making billions of dollars.
yeah.
Um, I mean, someone could probably make a live action Street Fighter work, but
Uh,
yeah,
y you know, I think with, like, anything else, you know, you hope for the best, but
yeah,
I watched the trailer and I was just like, the the humor that's mixed in with it is just so typical of every other movie that's out.
yeah,
The the pop song with the orchestra kind of backing it
Yeah,
up is just so typical, and it doesn't give me hope that the movie also won't just be so typical as everything else right
dude,
now.
the music point you made is so like years ago, I remember telling friends like they have to stop with trailers using like a famous pop song and like slowing it down or
Mhm.
like and look, some of them have worked.
Yeah.
And I've even been surprised with like maybe in recent years, like seeing a trailer and like, you know what, that's not bad. But they just did it with Supergirl. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a little different. Like it's a 60s song, and I don't know if they really slow it down, but the trailer before used a Blondie song, which I thought was decent. And
Yeah.
then with the new one, it's like, yeah, so with
And
Street Fighter, it's like,
yeah,
yeah.
and they all have that point in the trailer where they'll be playing the song, and then there'll be like a 3 hit thing where they'll show something being hit, but it'll be like junk, junk, junk. Like all of them have that. So like, just come up with something original, guys. Just try it. Just try it. See what
See, you're making me like the trailer even less. Like
happens.
I I I'm generally a pretty I don't know how to put it, like glass half full. Like I try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
most stuff I engage with, I try to look at the pot for sure. I mean, like I've reviewed a lot of comics. They're like anything. They're varying qualities, right? Varying things going on. I always focus on the positives.
yeah.
It makes sense for multiple reasons. So, like, I also do that with stuff I engage with. I'm like, all right, is there something I can just key into and like not be pessimistic? So with Street
Yeah.
Fighter, again, it's like, man, some of the characters look authentic. I even thought like 50 Cent looked pretty decent Balrog.
Yeah, yeah, I like the character design. They all look good. My fear is with the cast, including so many hot in the moment
Yeah.
comedians,
Yeah.
is that it's just going to lean too heavy into that uh not just comedy, but like you know we don't care, we're so edgy,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
whatever kind of comedy. So I'm worried about that. But
Yeah.
it still looks fun. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's what it'll be.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. Just really, I guess, not really have expectations and like
Yeah.
curious as to how it's all gonna come together as a movie. Um,
Mhm.
it's weird that at the same time they're doing Mortal Kombat, and I remember the first one of those kind of worked because the game used like these like cheesy digitized actors,
Yeah.
right? So it was like
Yeah.
it kind of translated easy to the movie. So the new one is kind of in that vein. They have Carl Urban, who's great, like
Mhm.
that gives it
Yeah.
like kind of some credibility. It's I don't know. It'll be interesting to see which is the better flick.
Yeah, yeah, it would be. It would also be nice to see more original movies in the theaters though. Like
Yeah,
so I went and saw Project Hail Mary, really enjoyed it. But even that is based on a formerly existing,
yeah,
IP. It's like something, just give us something new, something original, something that we haven't seen, you know, uh, I understand. I understand why they're clutching onto their pocketbooks. They don't want to lose money anywhere, and the only way that they know that they can not drain, or at least they think they won't drain out of their pockets, is giving people what they already know. But
all when you think about it, like really a lot of the original stuff just went to streaming. You
Yeah.
know, it like all the movies that were like mid-range, like even like someone like Scorsese or whatever, like he's still able to get his stuff in theaters, but
Mhm.
a lot of those directors and screenwriters, whatever, their stuff is just like it. It just when you look at it, how like with the golden age of TV dramas with like Sopranos and Breaking Bad and stuff, like
Mhm.
it's weird how it coincided with like the rise of like superhero movies in the
Yeah.
theaters. Like it's almost seems like it's by design. It's like
Yeah.
they come figured out like, oh no, 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 this stuff would work on TV and the money can be made in theaters with this stuff.
Yeah.
Um, it sucks, but it makes sense.
All right. So speaking of fighting games, um, that was a big influence on
Oh
your book.
yes. I was gonna say, if they make a Cool It movie, they will have something original in the theater, mostly. But 'cause to be honest, it is definitely influenced by like stuff like Rocky and the Karate Kid. I fully acknowledge that. I own that. I love that. Um, I just love the idea of taking that kind of template and putting my weirdness like on top
Mhm.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would play the trailer, but the last two times I've tried to do it, it sound would not come. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. So we'll just let you give the
Oh, dude,
the
no, it's okay. It's funny you say that. I wonder if like, cause are you familiar with K-pop Katie? Kicking with K-pop?
yeah, yeah.
Like every time she does a show and she's about to like play the guest trailer, she kind of has like a micro, not freak out, but she's like, "All right, I got to make sure this works." Can you? I don't know what she's doing, but it when you said that, I'm like, I guess it's because I thankfully have only been a guest on streams. I've never
Yeah.
like streamed on my own. I don't run streams, so like I don't even know how to share like screens or whatever. So I'm sympathetic. Yeah.
Alright. So, uh, if anyone's watching now or in the future and you don't know, um, Michael has a comic that he's got a campaign for that is has it's funded, right?
Yes, thankfully on Indiegogo it is funded. I am planning on launching on Fund My Comic
Nice. Yeah.
this spring, ideally the end of May. I'm only saying it like that. It's because like, you know, like I I have to submit all my stuff to Fund My Comic. They have to approve it. So I can't say definitively like for sure that would not be accurate, but
Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't go. So yeah, the plan is to also launch on Fund My Comic and then Kickstarter in the future. And that's just to cover all the bases.
Yeah.
But each platform will have an exclusive cover. So this is Indiegogo is the only place you can get the beautiful cover by the amazing Irene Portillo. She is a small creator in the space, but it's one of those things where like anyone that knows her loves her art. It's just a matter
Mhm.
of time before she gets more known. She really, I guess, has to do like maybe her own comic
Yeah.
or more covers for people. But yeah, I love her art. So I was so stoked that she agreed to do a cover for this campaign. Um, yeah, so it's
So what is what's your basic elevator pitch for the story?
yeah. So it like I was saying about Rocky and Karate Kid, it is a fighting story in that tradition. It involves it's kind of an ensemble cast. The main character is Zoe Zamo. She is a scientist that runs a kind of smoke shop slash like lab where she engineers robots. And her twin brother, Mikey, who is kind of based on me and my slacker 20s. Um, he kind of makes life hard for her. Like he gets them into financial trouble, along with other characters that are friends of hers that are also slackers. So she is like the only like kind of capable, ambitious one in this like group of slackers. And so she has to, at some point, her home and business are going to face foreclosure. So she decides, because she has martial arts training, to become a prize fighter to win money to save her shop and home. And through that, she has to face a variety of opponents. And
Yeah.
she enters this tournament, which encompasses like arm wrestling, wrestling, karate, boxing, uh, even esports like fighting games. Like she has to go face all these opponents to eventually like get to the end, and the grand prize is this rare arcade game that you start to discover has a lot of meaning to her and her family. And I can't really give it away,
Yeah.
but once you get into volume 2, you'll start to learn like just how all this is going to come together, and like why, beyond saving her house and home, she needs to win this arcade cabinet.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot in there that like there's a familiarity to a lot of those story points,
Yeah.
but like an originality that I'm looking forward to. Like like you said, obviously the tournament thing is familiar. The
Yeah.
but also like I was reminded of Scott Pilgrim
Yes.
in there and what's that one with Ready Player One.
Yes.
It's kind of I feel I hear so it's definitely in that realm of these are familiar things, especially if you love pop culture, if you love movies, music, video games, comics. These are all things, but in this fun little. Okay, also I have a thing that I think that there needs to be a resurgence of slacker teen comedies,
Oh, dude.
um, because with that little touch of the romance in it, um, what was that one? Empire Records.
Yes.
What's the other one that I love so much? It's they're at the party and oh shoot, what is that one called? The
I'm
kid
sure I love it.
the kid is the guy from Avatar who's the evil corporate guy, um, whose name I can't remember, Giovanni Ribisi. He's at a
Okay.
party and he wants to tell the girl that he loves her, and at the end he finally gets to, and then there's like the nerds who are hanging out. What is
Oh,
that?
yeah, yeah.
What's that movie
What is
called?
that one? I know what you're talking about.
Um, man, but yeah, that feeling of movie I think is missing and
Yes.
has been missing for a long time in the theaters, and where it's the sort of coming of age that like even happens in an overnight sometimes. um you had it in the 80s with a lot of movies. What's the one with in Target with Jennifer Connelly?
Oh, career opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah, like that sort of thing, but like the 90s just like peaked with
Yeah.
those stories. The slacker comedy, Chasing Amy,
Yes.
um, you know, uh, so yeah, I appreciate that you're leaning into that, and I think that needs to make a big comeback.
Dude, I am so glad you're like the only person that's touched on that aspect. Like, because I didn't really mention Empire Records and Chasing Amy and those movies. Like, I always go to Rocky and Karate Kid because those are the ones that like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
know. But dude, I love those movies, and they're such a huge influence on the comic. And yeah, like that is totally what I want to try to capture with the cast of
Mhm.
characters. Like, I particularly my character Mika Margarita, like the quintessential like stoner girl. Like, I'm taking from so many of those movies. Um,
Nice, yeah.
yeah, so cool that you mentioned that.
Yeah, and, you know, and so I like that, you know, there you can expect to see growth in your
Yeah,
characters. You can expect to see, you know, change in some, and even in some of them, you know, because you have those characters in all these stories where they are just there. They're not going to change. They're not going to get better or worse,
yeah,
but they are, you know, comedy relief. They're whatever they
yeah,
are. So yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I like that a lot.
dude, I'm with you.
Do you with your rewards and stuff, because I noticed when I was, because last night you were wondering where I got the picture for the
Oh yeah, yeah,
Instagram. I
that makes
wanted,
sense.
I wanted a picture that had more than one character in it, and like I found one. I'm like, okay, I'll use that. But uh, what do you, gnarly science? Is that a different story? Are you going, is or is that part of this?
I understand it's a little confusing. Like, so Gnarly Science was the name of like the web comic that I was doing with those characters, and at some point it became the name of the lab that Zoe runs.
Okay.
But the web comic was still called Gnarly Science. It's weird. I don't know exact. I guess I've thought about this. Of course, I think back. I'm like, why did I decide to call it Cool It? W- I think my thinking was, how can I explain this quickly? So a couple years ago, I had a story idea for a physical comic where Zoe and Mika go back to 1979, obviously through time travel,
Mhm.
and it was this whole like kind of uh weird retro cyberpunk story set in New York City in 1979, and it was called Shakedown 1979, based on this Pumpkins lyric.
Mhm.
And like my project before that, it became too ambitious. So, unlike the first project that I spent years on, this time I was like, all right, this is too ambitious. Step back. What can I do that's a little simpler? So I'm like, all right, I'll do a fighting story like Rocky or Karate Kid because I love those. So I'm like,
Yeah.
then I'm like thinking, all right, well, I'll call this one Cool It because at its core, Zoe, like, I was never like a professional fighter, but I had a boxing coach for years. And what I learned
Mhm.
was like fighting or boxing, whatever, isn't just like strength or speed. It is like controlling your emotions, controlling your temper.
Yeah.
So much of it is having to cool it, to like keep composure. And of course, like you can apply that to like so many aspects of life. Like
Yeah, yeah.
to get through life, you have to like keep composure. So I thought that would be an interesting way to have Zoe like go through the story. Like, she's gonna have to run into things where her coach is gonna have to constantly like remind her to cool it. So I think I thought like because gnarly science was never that big,
Mhm.
cool it would be a way to like not like reboot it, but kind of have like a fresh introduction. So my plan is to have every story because I'm eventually going to do the 79 one.
Mhm.
Like if you went into a bookstore ideally and you saw the collection of books, gnarly science would be on the side on the binder, and it would be like gnarly science 1, gnarly science 2, but the titles would be like Cool It,
Oh, nice. Okay.
that however many volumes, and then Shakedown 1979. So gnarly science is like the umbrella
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
title.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I like that
Yeah.
idea. Um, it's your it's the universe. It's that
Yeah.
the, so all right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long? So yeah, as you can see on the screen, everyone, it's late pledges are still available. How long is that going to be going for before you know you start up the GoFundMe and stuff? And or how long before people can still get this here?
That's a good question. I think it'll go while the Fund My Comic and then Kickstarter run, and then when the Kickstarter, I suppose, ends, that's it. I'm going to close them all and then work on fulfillment. The plan. This has always been my plan. Like it's been tricky, like trying to figure out what to do first. Where this would okay. So with Fund My Comic, I'm setting the goal low because like I really don't think there's going to be that many more people that are going to back there because
Yeah,
I feel like in the space I'm in, most of them probably went to Indiegogo. I'm hoping some people will back for like the new cover and other new stuff that's going to be in the book on Fund My Comic.
yeah,
Kickstarter is what I'm interested in because over the years, everyone's been saying, "Oh, they love boobs on Kickstarter. They love hot girls on Kickstarter. Like you
yeah,
got to go there. Like that's where your thing would thrive." And like we'll see.
yeah,
So I figured that'll be the last one. Whatever backers I can get, I'm just gonna close them all out and just compile everything, and that's gonna be it. And then I'll just fulfill Cool It
yeah,
Volume
yeah.
One.
Yeah, and also, you've heard, as I'm sure if I because I've heard it that Kickstarter has a built-in comic book audience. Like that's
Yeah,
the go-to place for comics. So yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah, so I'm stoked to eventually go there. For my comic, I really see as more of I like what they're doing,
yeah,
and I like that it's obviously independent, and I want to support it. And
mhm.
it it's yeah,
the
like
the hope is it will build itself up and become the go-to indie
yeah,
comic crowdfunding space. But
yeah,
right now it's a lot like a lot of books in the indie scene where a lot of times you want to support it because it is it's the first timer, it's the person with the interesting story, but maybe they're not there on the on the art yet or whatever, but
yeah,
you want to see them grow, you hope for more, that's
yeah. So that's the thing. I just feel in a way like almost obligated to go on there and like just
mhm,
put it on there, and I'll do my best to work it and like try to get some backers. And yeah, I'll have a low goal. And yeah, I think I mentioned on uh Friday nights like we're gonna have a party on there at the end of May. And
yeah.
yeah, just have fun with it.
Yeah, sounds good. So if you're watching now or in the future and you haven't checked it out here, go check it out. Go back something digital, exclusive cover. Do you have any idea of what what your exclusive cover is for like GoFundMe? Like you're working on those already?
Yes, no,
Nice.
the Fun My Comic, my plan is to have I already started working on it. It's gonna be like a retro game box
Oh,
cover.
nice.
So if you remember the early Sega Genesis boxes, they would have this like weird grid in the background. It's
Hmm.
gonna have that. Um, and as opposed to this cover, which is like a villain's cover,
Hmm.
the Fun My Comic one will have it's gonna be like a collage, but like kind of a mix of like good versus bad on each side.
Nice.
uh, I'm really stoked about it. Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
people enjoy it.
Yeah. So head here, get this exclusive cover, and then when the Fun My Comic starts up, go get that one, and then when the kick starts up. But in any case, go back something. Do it quick. Do it. Was it vote now and vote often? Is that the?
Yeah, 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 exactly.
but but yeah, I just wanna we'll start wrapping up,
Yeah.
and, thanks for I wanna thank you for coming on and, proving
Oh,
your bona fides as
no,
for
dude,
night.
I had so this was such a fun stream. I mean, I figured it would be, because I've seen some of your streams and like, yeah, I just it was so fun.
When we, uh, I I don't know. I think I need to upgrade my little laptop here because the lag was. Maybe I am OCD because I'm like in my head I'm like it needs to be perfect. You know.
No, no. I really think it's my fault, man. You saw the things I was having. I've just been procrastinating. I have to call my cable service and like I got to get something new. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I this is the newer my internet was even worse.
Oh
Like
man.
so I really have to get something new to like curb these
Yeah,
issues. So
yeah.
I apologize.
Oh,
But despite that, dude, it was so fun, man. Like it's funny too because I, I did a decent amount of streams before joining the Knights,
mhm.
but I would say what's it been like 2 months or so I've been on there. Like
Yeah,
because it's two other hosts, I'm able to like engage with the chat. But
yeah,
like tonight, I feel bad because it's just us two, so I can't. I have to focus on what you're saying. Like
yeah, yeah,
I couldn't focus on the chat. But thankfully, you were like highlighting stuff, and Jason is always hilarious.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was cool that he joined and
But,
contributed.
at some point, yeah, if you feel like it, come back and we'll talk through your song choices. Yours is the first, time that I have seen all of the movies. Typically,
Okay.
it's at least one that I have not seen. Yours is the first that I've seen all of them, but, um, Weird Science is the one that it's been the longest time since I've seen it, so that probably would have been the choice to watch, and then we would have gone through,
Oh,
but
dude, I just got well, actually my brother got it. He let me borrow it to watch the double features like this like deluxe
yeah.
edition with like all these crazy special features like given the name, of course, it's a huge influence on the comic.
Yeah,
It's just such a fun like it I will not only will I watch all these behind the scenes on movies, I'll like go back and watch like you remember Siskel and Ebert, the
yeah.
guys who I'll, like, watch their, like, reviews and stuff, and, like, they I'm not kidding, they got, like, almost physical, like, not crazy, but, like, about Weird Science, so, like, Siskel was, like, getting a little touchy with Ebert, and Ebert was like, "Yo, yeah," like, like, they it was so contentious over this silly movie because most of John Hughes stuff, like Breakfast Club and Six
Mhm,
and Candles and stuff was, like, more grounded and, like, emotional, where Weird
mhm.
Science is just, like, silly.
Yeah, yeah,
For the most part. So I just love it. Yeah.
yeah. So, maybe we'll have to talk about that, but at the same time, Mallrats, like, it's Mallrats. It's
I'm so glad you appreciate dude, it's so funny. There's 2 things, like, on those lists, I guess, where whether it's, like, the Comicsgate space or, like I don't know, but, like, there's so much hate for Scott Pilgrim, and, like, I love it.
yeah.
But I also I 'cause I try to be open, and I'm just like, "Why is it Ramona?" Like, I think how can I was thinking about it before I had the show. I'm like, how can I sum this up quick? Okay, so like obviously the premise is Scott. It must be built on the writer's insecurity of
Mhm,
dating a girl who's with all these other guys. Like she has
yeah,
like all these other exes, right?
mhm,
Obviously, it seems like he's like manifesting that in a story where Scott has to face each evil ex. Like
yeah.
I can relate with this. I dated girls that I put on a pedestal and like I was so insecure about like all these guys they dated. Were they better than me? Like were they cooler? Like can I live up to these guys? So Scott, when I read Scott Pilgrim, I felt like I was reading my life. I was like I could relate to it so much. But the thing is, as I got older, I didn't want to be Scott anymore. I wanted to be
Mhm.
more of like a man, right? And like,
Yeah.
and I think the hate, I guess, comes from like, because I've seen like Scott Pilgrim is what ruined comics and like ruined female characters. And I'm like, try to like think about what they mean by that.
Yeah.
And with Ramona, I was thinking earlier, it's like, okay, maybe she's a flawed character or like a flawed female, but maybe she just represents females of the time.
Mhm.
And you could debate, or rather, like to me, it doesn't matter. Like,
It's it's a character that um I think a lot of guys looked at as she she did all this in the past, so therefore she's not a good, but like her story arc is that she's wants to be with Scott. Like her story
yeah,
arc is, yes, this all is stuff that I did and went through, but I want to be with you now. And I
yeah,
don't think a lot of people, because her story arc was kind of secondary, particularly in the movie, to to the overall story. But
yeah,
like, so it might not have come across as clearly, but that was the story arc
yeah,
for her.
yeah. No, that's a great insight. Yeah. So it's just funny that like over the years I would see it get so much hate, and I was just trying to be open and think about it. But with Mallrats, Kevin Smith also gets a lot of recent hate, and like I guess like he in a lot of ways is kind of like an emotional liberal,
Mhm,
which whatever. But I just think his early movies, especially, capture like we were talking about that kind of slacker 90s, like coming of age
mhm.
thing. So like Mallrats was a movie where like I loved it when I saw it, and like every girl that I would like date or just even have like a weekend date with, like I would, if we ended up at my house or whatever, I would like put on Mallrats. Like I was like, you gotta watch this movie. So I love it so much. So I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, it's also a movie of, where you have characters in it that are basically unlikable.
Yeah,
Ramona's unlikable at the beginning of the movie.
yeah,
But most of the characters in Mallrats are unlikable, but by the end of it, they've grown to learn that, oh, love with this particular person is what I want. I want to grow because I want to be with this person. It's
yeah,
it they had very um I guess touching stories about a person wanting to change for
yeah.
the better because they loved somebody. That's a solid story for me.
Yeah, I think it's so underrated, and that's another movie like Weird Science that I actually got. There's this company Arrow Video. Um, there's another company Criterion that do
Mhm,
these collections of like like artsy kind of like movies. But Arrow will, I think they do Weird Science as well. They'll just make these beautiful physical collections, and the Mallrats like has a ton special features, and it's interesting. They have a cut on there that's mostly the same, but like the beginning is terrible. It's the same characters, the guy and the girl, but
mhm.
you could totally see why they shifted. If you ever
Yeah.
get a chance, watch it. Like you don't have to even watch the whole thing, but what I remember watching it, and I was like, wow, like I can totally see why they made the shift.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
was interesting in that way.
So yeah, like I said, if at some point you get some free time on a Saturday, just want
Oh,
to
dude.
talk about any of these, we'll watch it, gather some clips and slides, and just talk about the whole thing, whatever. So
Dude, I would love that, man.
sounds good.
Hell yeah.
So so we will say go ahead and wrap up for the night, everyone. Next week I do not yet have a guess. I got a couple people kind of in the air, so we'll find out what's happening with that. But Uh, so yeah, we'll talk to you all on X. And Michael, thank you again for coming on, sharing your knowledge of 80s, 90s, and your campaign, and just hanging out. I appreciate
Dude,
it,
I
man.
had a blast, man.
All
Hell
right,
yeah.
all right, everyone, have a good night and have a good Sunday. We'll